Good morning, everybody. It's time for morning manna, and this morning, I just really not sure what I should talk. Maybe I should talk about hustle over haters. Hustle over haters, and how about this? Hustle over hurts. Hurts with hustle over haters. How about that? Which one do you want? I'm just not sure what I should talk about on this morning. Hurts over haters. Hurts hustle over haters. What should I talk about this morning? On this morning's manna, the day after the Super Bowl. I'm just a little curious. A little blurry eyed. I'm not quite sure how I should go about this on this morning. In particular, given with the number of Chiefs fans that are out there, I'm just not certain. Maybe I'm gonna greet some people, and maybe you all can help me in terms of what should I talk about. Should I talk about mm, hurts and hustle over haters? Hustle over haters, Jalen over I'm not sure. But anyhow, let me just greet some people and we're going to get into this morning's manner. Good morning, everybody. How are you on this morning? Lenora, how are you? Liz, how are you? Ramona, how are you? Cece, how are you? Vicky, how are you? Ramona, how are you? That's right. You already know. You already know. You already know. Eagles flying. Good morning, Brenda. How are you? How are you, Gerald? How are you, Dawn? How are you, Verena? Mm. What, what should I say on this morning? Hurts over haters, hustle over haters. Hey, not sure. How should I proceed, Verena? I'm just not sure. Lydia, how are you on this morning? Pamela, how are you? Elder Mobley, how are you? Brother Nesbitt, how are you? Missing you, buddy. Good morning, Gloria. How are you? Joel, how are you? Patrice, how are you? How many of you did your team win last night? How many of you can say hustle over hater? That's what it should be, Elder Mobley. Kansas City fan. Is that um Chiefs fan, Elder Mobley? Is that what it should be? I'm just not sure. Um, Good morning, Gloria. How are you on this morning? Um, Ramona, Ramona, anything goes wrong, it's gonna be Trump, huh? Trump brought the Chiefs bad luck. Well, that's his team because that's who Mahomes' wife just loves him. My God, what can I say? Mhm. Good morning, Lydia. How are you on this morning? Fawn, how are you? LaFawn, how are you? Carolyn, how are you? Carolyn, who were you going for? Who are you going for? You and your sister. Who are you going for? Linda, how? Linda, what? That whole crew. Who y'all going? All three of y'all. Who y'all going for? I'm just curious. Jacqueline, how are you on this morning? Elder Jan, how are you? Who are you going for? I'm just curious. We're gonna get to the matter. We got to make up our minds. Is it hurt and hustle over haters? Is it Jalen jumped over Mahomes? I'm not sure. What should be the alliteration for this morning's manna? I'm just a little curious. Arlene, can you help us on this morning? Arlene Neely, can you help us on this morning? I'm just a little curious what it should be. Good morning, Peggy. How are you? Yes, you already know that it's Fly Eagles Fly. What can I say? I got to get a little bit of a time, and then we're going to get right into this morning's Manalotti. How are you on this morning? I'm just a little curious what it should be. Valerie, how are you on this morning? Oh, I like that. Hurts over haters. Yeah, that's good, El Jan. I like that. I like that. Or Jalen jumped over Mahomes. What should that be? I'm just not sure what that should be. I was going for the eagle. That's right. All right. The Lord gave you that. That's it. Yes, yes, indeed. What we got here, Anna? What that should be? Who are you going for? We're gonna get into it in a minute. Oh, I figured that whole household was going for the Chiefs. Mm-hmm. The whole household. Mm-hmm. This is what y'all should do, Linda. This is what y'all should do. Now that the game's over, go get some of that oil from the altar that we consecrated last month. Put it on the doorway and everything, so God can re-enter the place. Good morning, Patricia. How are you on this morning? Good morning. That's right. Here we go. Let me get a couple more, and then we're gonna get into this morning's manna. And I think the verdict is in with respect what should be our our title, and that is hurts over haters. Hurts over haters, or hustle over haters. We'll make up our mind here in a minute. Here, Tricia, how are you? What should it be? What goes around comes around. That's good. I like that. Tricia, how are you? Love hurts. That's good. That's good. That was in a commercial. That was shown up in a commercial. And how are you? Wanted to see the Chiefs 3-peat. Anna, I don't know how you're gonna take this. Brace yourself. But God said no. Oh, Jesus. Oh my God, y'all just don't know how long I've been waiting for this morning's manna. Good Lord. Good morning. Good morning. Ori, you wanted the Chiefs. I told y'all about that Midwest. It's East Coast, baby. East Coast. East Coast. That's what it is. It's about that East Coast life. That's what I'm trying to say. Tell them something, Coach Dagny. Tell them your bishop is on the East Coast. I know I'm here in the Midwest. But Valerie says stop. Valerie says stop. Okay, so I'm going to stop. Let's get to the word on this morning. And it is hustle and hurts over haters. Hustle and hurts over haters. How about that? The text to take away 5 minutes or less. Here we go. Here is the text. Isaiah 54:17. Isaiah 54:17. No weapon formed against you shall prosper, and every tongue which rises up against you in judgment you shall condemn. This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord, and their righteousness is from me. Hurts is a believer. Isaiah 54:17. Here you go. Let me give you some context before we get into the three things that you can take away with. The Super Bowl is more than just a game, touchdowns, and trophies. It's a spotlight. It exposes talent and tenacity. Which one? Hurts, he knows this full well, and I'm highlighting him because his critics, they questioned the strength of his arm, they doubted his decision-making, they even labeled him a systems quarterback, which in other words, he really not running things, they are just telling him what to do. Jalen, and all of that, he never clapped back. Grab this. I want you to get this because there's biblical and spiritual things that I want you to grab a hold of. He didn't clap back with words. He clapped back with work. He didn't clap back with words. He didn't clap back with work. Have you ever watched him? He flipped their doubt into his drive and their criticism into his fuel. Instead of focusing on the noise, he locked in on his purpose. Grab this. That's the same mindset God has for you and I. Life going to bring haters, it's going to bring doubters, it's going to bring critics. But we need to focus in on our assignment because distraction will drain your power. There's three things I want you to get out of this. There's three things I need you to get. The first is pressure produces power. Pressure produces power and knocks out any fear that you have. The more they talk, the harder Jalen worked. Yep, Don't fear the pressure, because the pressure pushes you into a path of greatness. Second Timothy says this. 2 Timothy 1:7 says, we've not been given a spirit of fear, but of love and of power and of sound mind. Here's the second thing I want you to get. The second thing I want you to get is this. I want you to get the fact that silence the shade with success. Everybody throwing shade on him. Everybody throwing shade on Jalen. You don't need to defend your purpose when your progress speaks for itself. You don't have to defend your purpose when your progress speaks for itself. Matthew 5:16 says this, let your light shine even when the shade is being thrown, so that men might see your good works and glorify who? The Father who is in heaven. Silence the shade with your success. Pressure produces power and your purpose. Here's the third thing I want you to grab a hold of. The third thing is this. Faith fuels the finish line. Jalen's a faithful guy. Loves the Lord if you ever listen to him. And so do the other players. I'm not saying that they don't. His foundation was his faith and not his football skills. When you believe in God, your plans will always be bigger than other people's opinion. I want you to get that. When you have faith in God and work hard, your plans and your purpose will always be bigger than other people's opinions. John 2:17 says this, faith without work, James 2:17 says, faith without works is dead. And I add completely dead. So what's your takeaway this morning? Your takeaway is this, let your hustle be louder than their hate and your faith stronger than their fear of you rising. How about that? Let your hustle overcome their hate and watch your faith take you beyond your fears. I hope you get that. Fly, Eagles, fly. That's this morning's manna. If it bless you, bless somebody else. A lot of fun this morning, but I want you to grab the spiritual application of the Super Bowl on yesterday. The Lord be with you today. May his face shine upon you and give you peace. I'll see you tomorrow morning with more morning manna. God bless you. Bye now.